Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Teclis playthrough of Warhammer Total War II, where, well, I do apologise, we've missed a couple of turns. I was recording, but I had a big coughing fit because I've got a horrible cold off my son at the moment. So I'll just brief you what happened, not much. Basically, we threw a peace treaty at these guys because, well, they were advancing into my territory. I just didn't have anybody there. They then went and capped here, so have messed themselves up. I'm also about to have a rebellion down here, and I've got no garrisons down here, so I wanted to free myself up, especially as my income's not huge yet. We need to start building up our gold mine and things, just so I can get back down here to deal with a rebellion. Once we've done that, we're going to build up, we're going to scout out these guys, and then go to war with them once we know how powerful they are. I'm also sending my mage up north to find, basically I want to get to Ulthwam because we need to start trading, guys. Because we're high elves, so most of our income is always going to come from trade, and at the moment we can't get it. Should not have let them get here, to be fair. Anyway, we are on a tech at the moment, so ooh. I'm going to get that one because I don't have any cavalry at the moment, but the extra reload reduction for the bolt thrower will help us because we will be able to shoot faster, which will help when we're fighting lots and lots and lots of Skaven, because that's going to happen. So we have a little rebellion there, which we'll deal with quickly enough. Oh, they have also gone to war with all of the Lizardmen factions, which probably means that the Blessed Dread are not going to be in existence for long. I would like to take the Blood Swamps, but I've got to hold this peace treaty for at least 10 turns, guys. I'm not overly fussed by holding on to this peace treaty for a period of time because it's not going to cause that many negatives for me, to be fair. As I said, we're using my mage to go and find the other high elf factions so we can actually start trading. But once we can start trading, you know, that will give us a lot of discoveries around the world. We'll use that agent just to keep moving around the world to find more and more, because this is our problem down here, is we've got so few people to trade with early, which actually reduces our income massively. I do want to get a lord out to farm rep as well. Right. We might lose a couple of units here, but no. I'll take the experience, and we will move into the capital here. Well, it's not the capital, but I want both. Ooh, gold mine is more useful at the moment. Anyone I can trade with. How about mutineers? Ah, I would actually take it on aggression back with Luthor as well. I don't think he'll offer one, but he's at war with other people, so I'm relatively safe. We do also have garrisons up here, and I do need to deal with that. Yeah, not taxing that province is a bad idea. Upping this will help. I'm gonna get the net because I want the Phoenix. I want this, basically. I want the Flames of Phoenix. I will probably go down for this because buffing up some of these early, certainly our archers, is good because we will use Sea Guard forever. But at the same time, I don't want to waste too much necessarily. Oh, that's very good. Maloth and Sea Guard are actually, if we look at this, so if I get them with shields, they are technically better infantry than my infantry. They are also more expensive, to be fair, but it's ridiculous because you can literally have an army of Loth and Sea Guard in 2 lines and kind of pepper pot back, which means you have one line and move the other back from the other back. And it's a really weird concept, but it does work scarily well. It's a bit daft, to be fair. You can do various things. Basically, what you do is you keep them moving so that they're, you know, you've always got some units moving, trying to kite the enemy while everybody else shoots, rather than actually letting them engage. Well, I can't really. I wouldn't be able to afford to have a full army of Loft Sea Guard. That would be a bit daft. And once we can have a fairly decent front line as well, you know, that's obviously going to change. Like a load of Swordsmasters would be exceptionally good. My big worry about going against Skaven is going to be how powerful they are. I'm going to get a Lord up here just to, not that I can afford it yet. Doubt he'll trade with me, so I'm not even going to bother trying to find him. Oh, I can see him. Oh, he may. No. Hmm. I'm going to combine and re-recruit a little bit because too much corruption here. I could use a Lord up here, to be fair, and a little garrison, but this is the tricky bit. It's where to go. And getting some trade routes really will help us. So I'm hoping the High Elves will be up there still. I mean, they will still be up there. But I'm hoping they're going to be happy to trade. I'm a little concerned if they're not. I'm a little concerned I'm going to suffer here very soon, because they will potentially go back to war with me. That said, they are at war with the lizard men, which will keep them off me for the time being, and I'm hoping the lizard men batter them. I do need to go to war with the Skaven down here, but again, I need to make sure I get my timing right with that. Ideally, while the Skaven are off doing something else. Also, I believe they're allied with the Blessed Dread, so I'll need to be sneaky about joining that and kind of do it the naughty way of joining an ally, but... do love the pirate fleets. They do make going to sea just generally more dangerous. Ooh. Oh, whoops, what was that? Oh, we've recruited a hero. The exact hero I wanted. However, for now, you can come and join them, because I need the extra buffs.
What do you wish to discuss? As you say,
at this point, it's not huge, but seeing everybody else, and it gives us access to all of the others.
Diplomatic protocol states that I must give you a hearing. Absurd.
Defender of the Everqueen beholds the majesty of the Phoenix Court. Now, I will see to it.
You called? You have a proposal for the Assur. How delightful. Of course. Mistress, you have my undivided...
And as I talk to them, because of the way it works... because every time we trade with somebody, guys, we see all of their territory. So every time I've traded here, we've started to see more and more territory.
Gladly.
That was profitable. We are going to head over here next. Let's level up the settlement. So as you can see, trade is good for us. Now we can see all of the high elf factions as well, and I might want to tweak my settings because I don't really want to see every single little bit of movement up there, but we definitely want that lord has paid for herself, or that himself already, my mage. Him or her, I can't remember which. So we are going to keep exploring, keep finding more people who will trade with us. We'll make our way up the coast of Bretonia as well, and trade and trade and trade. The more trade we can generate, the better, because it's a lot of income, and it unifies all the good factions actually, which is a very nice thing to do. Oh wow, the one faction who wouldn't trade with me has been destroyed. That's what happens when you won't trade with me, guys. I still can't see somebody here. Oh no, it wasn't the one who wouldn't trade with me, so we lost one of our trade agreements. How dare they!
You called? Prince of Elfwan.
Alariel the Radiant.
You require assistance?
No, I need them. If I'm going to go on the offensive, I definitely need a full army, though I really do need to recruit a lord up here.
Standing by. What do you require? Yes. I await your command.
They're cheap units and it will help the public order up here. I do need to deal with Skaven because their corruption is what's giving us big issues up here, down here, and the Mangrove Coast. If we can control that entire region, it's another entire region. We've got the gold mine. We can trade that gold. It will give us more trade resources to trade, obviously. And actually, I'll probably turn that into my recruitment powerhouse because it's a 4-set region, whereas this region is not as good for that. Because it's only got 2 things, so we'll probably turn this into a trade hub. It kind of fits for us having my capital as a trade hub.
Noble son of Odin. Master of the White Tower.
I hear the Cataph.
Now, Telia may already be gone, to be fair, so...
High Loremaster of Hoenn.
You are going to break out and go scouting for me to work out where all the Skaven are.
Setting the pace.
I'm going to save up to level that up. And basically, I need to get my public order in order. And it is unfortunately something which the High Elves do seem to have issues with, is their public order. And actually, having low public order is really bad for us because we get negatives from having no public order. So we actually make less income when our public order is low and more when it's high. So really, really important to keep your public order in order. I'll see if I can think of a sentence where I get to say order more when I'm talking about my public order to sort out my order. There you go. I need to have some troops to create some order in order to lower my public order to get my finances in order. That was a few. I'm sure some of you can probably manage much better.
You have my attention. You must restore order.
Because you see here, we lose money, recruitment is more expensive, recruitment capacity is reduced, and growth is reduced.
Noble son of Ultima.
Let's level that up. I am going to drop this here because we're going to move recruitment down to here.
Require assistance? Off I go.
Issue is I can't afford to leave here really either.
Have my attention.
Right, I know that's a Skaven settlement, I don't need to pay attention to it. What I need to know is where their armies are.
Orders? My infinite knowledge is yours. There is no limit to my...
This is going to have to be quick.
Distant shores beckon. I await your command.
Winds are rising, crossing the waves.
God damn. I half expected that, to be fair. I'm not overly worried about the rebellion because actually the rebellion is potentially good because it will help reduce the issues we're having. So we will deal with that. But I'm in a rush to deal with it. We'll build some more troops here as well to up our garrisons. But this will help reduce the discontent in the area and increase my public order. The key thing here is getting the timing right so I'm not caught out of position down here.
Master of the White Tower. If you say so. Cataph unleashed. Now is not the time.
To take replenishment and we need to double time back. That gives us a bit of things, gets us our new shiny spell.
Ready.
And we're still at... Okay. Ooh, see, leveling that is... No, public order is our big thing here. Really getting it sorted out. let's try to find some Bretonnians.
Past, present, future. 'Tis but a natural.
We can't trade straight away, but that non-aggression pact will naturally achieve it over time.
You have my attention. I will serve you. A resounding success. I await your command.
Let's buff up his secure influence. We're going to look this way because I want to find where their armies are before we do anything else. We're about to get another rebellion here. Of course I'm at +5 there. I've stopped taxing places. We need to put my tax back on next turn. If the Skaven are out of position, I will push this war quickly to take Oxhill at least. And that will centralise the rebellions around here. The downside is I'm going to be a bit more stretched. The upside is if I lose up here, it won't be so bad. Not that I'm planning on losing up there, guys. The other downside being I hate fighting Skaven. And they potentially have 2, maybe 3 armies of just trash, but they can overwhelm me very easily.
My powers are yours. What news?
What do you require? I am Morgiana, Fey Enchantress of Bretonnia. Dark are these times, and dark I am.
Okay, that's not going to be too problematic.
The people are restive.
Here seems to be fine, so I'm going to leave here for now.
Brave and true. Direct me with purpose. I know the way.
I'm going to look at here. I suspect these guys are busy fighting elsewhere, so I kind of wish they'd gone to war with Blessed Dread early on, because they don't start allied with them, I don't believe, and that would have been beneficial for me. But the Blessed Dread are dealing with rebellions up here, which is again good for me. The tricky thing with fighting Skaven is completely positioning, because they can get around these jungles far faster than me by using the underway. And if I'm not careful, they will bypass me, and I'll end up playing chase.
Back.
I probably should have let that go for another turn, or take the experience though.
Teclis. You require assistance?
Order must be maintained.
Keep going up the coast.
those who greetings. Who seeks my wise?
Why don't you want to trade with me, you annoying people? I really should have gone in there and found the other high elf factions, to be fair, but... Perform the evocation of Isha. Yes, actually that's very good for me when I'm fighting the Skaven. Actually, no. When I'm fighting... Actually, that's very good for me in general. I'm going to save up for that because we're going to move down to the Mangrove Swamp next.
For honor. On to adventure.
How dare you seek me out?
You get... Okay, that's a problem. And we're now at war with the Skaven. That said, they've got a massive thing going on there. And I found the Skaven army. Or one of the Skaven armies, because they probably have more than one. Has it really been 10 turns already? That said, we also have the income to build up a second force now, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to concentrate on pushing out a second force with that Sea Helm.
Excellent.
Yeah, sure. I thought I'd already given all of them non-aggression pacts. Potentially long run I can confederate some of them as well, so we might have to have a look at getting some confederations, because that will help us. Though I suspect that Ulfwan is going to be doing all the confederating up there. Come on, vampires, batter them! Chaos stirs. Oh, nice. He's now better at sorting public order.
Standing by. You have my attention. Splendid.
I'm going to fight this because this Black Ark has a special look and a special map. And I have fought one Black Ark map, but this one apparently looks different. And unfortunately, it got obliterated in my other campaign. So my Sea Helm here is going to take on Barsafar, and kill him. Horribly, horribly, horribly. And I want to see what these... I forget what they're called. These units look like, because I've not seen them yet. My Sea Company. Well, I have seen them, but I've not really looked at them. They do look quite cool.
Noble. I am ready. By your command.
I hadn't realised that he was a hybrid. Constant allies around. Gives them charge defense and gives them more acceleration. It's not bad. We fill this guy full of arrows. Anyway, I'm meant to be looking at this map. It is a very cool map. I don't see how this is different than the other one. Because we're actually fighting on the Black Ark here, which floats above the sea. And charge him. rest of my guys are following up. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea. I think we've got this, guys. I'm not going to watch it in detail. I really shouldn't have clustered my troops. I forgot he'd have all his bombardments. I'm not sure that was really... I'd count that as heroic, but... That lowers... Because him sitting just off my coast would have provided buffs to any Dark Elf army. So actually having dealt with that is very beneficial for us. And you're going to move into port and you are going to start building up. Which of course he'll have to do off his own back because I got rid of my recruitment up here. God damn. Remind me to think in future.
Tradition is maintained. Docking.
I have heard their abilities praised.
Said we still get we can still recruit, so that's good.
I await your command.
Think me full against council orders.
The issue is we don't have great garrisons, so I'm going to have to push out this way.
High Loremaster of Hoeth.
I didn't really want to do. I wanted to go via their coast, but
Brave and true, master of the White Tower.
anyway, that's all going to have to be stuff for next time. As always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comments section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There is a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter and my Patreon, as well as my affiliations. If you have enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.